I guess back for round 2 at this point, right?
That's it, mate.
Give me how much difference does it feel this time around? Do you feel more comfortable already?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like now it's like I've already been here before. I know how it's all run. There's no sort of trying to figure out what's going on, what to do. Now we know exactly like the straight process, and everything just seems a hell of a lot smoother. And obviously, I'm loving it.
Yeah, I know how excited you were for the first one, right? I mean, how much did that kind of win the result? I mean, how much did it mean for you? What did it change for you to know that like I'm not just that guy trying to get there anymore? I've got a UFC win.
Yeah, it was a massive victory for me. Obviously, I had a very tough opponent, and yeah, it was just an amazing feeling. Obviously, having my debut, having it in Fight Island, you know, the whole thing, just having visualized it and thought about it since I was a little kid and stuff like that. So it was really amazing, obviously, to go out and get a win like that, get the 50,000 bonus, and yeah, man, it just spurred me on and gave me more motivation to go out and keep doing everything that I have on my vision board at home. Saying all the things that I set out to do, all my goals. It just made me more hungry and determined to go and reach those goals.
That's awesome. You mentioned a tough guy in your debut. You get a tough one in return too, like kind of a well-respected prospect as well. When they threw that name out there, what was your initial thought?
Straight away, I said, yeah. I mean, I know in the UFC, you're fighting the best guys in the world. You can't run, you can't hide. At some point, you're going to have to fight these guys. And if I felt that I had the skill level to do so, I'm going to do it. And I do feel like I have the skill level to do so. And that's why I've took this fight. When he gave the name, I thought, yeah, he's a very credible, very tough opponent, highly ranked. And obviously, you win a fight like that, you're straight away out there. You're right at the top of the heap in terms of the light heavyweight division. So, of course, I love putting myself in precious situations. I love putting myself in, places where people think that I'm going to lose, and I like to overcome those sort of situations, and I thrive off of that. So yeah, I'm ready. I can't wait.
Main card slot, does that mean something to you, right?
For the second fight in the UFC, you can't really ask for anything better. Obviously, I thought there might be a possibility that I'll be on the prelims, and as soon as they told me that I was on the main card, and then there's a couple more eyes on you, you have to do a bit more media and this and that. But like I say, I absolutely embrace it. I love it. I've freaking done dating shows and all sorts, and that was even nerve-wracking just for me and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I love. I would say the last couple of years I've really started finding out myself, finding out my character, and yeah, it just goes to show I love throwing myself out there in the deep end, and yeah, it's just very fulfilling to go out and to do tough things and go and smash it. So yeah, that's what I'm looking to do.
That's awesome. Last thing for me, I mean obviously the first one, the goal was just getting in and proving you belong. You definitely did that, got the bonus already. So, I mean, like you said, a reputable name, a guy that's had some accomplishments. I mean, what's the goal here? I know you want to win the fight, but I mean, are you looking to say, dude, I'm already a contender? Are you just looking to make a bonus? I mean, what's the plan here?
I want to, my ultimate goal is to be viewed as one of the best mixed martial artists in the world. And like I say, you've got to fight the toughest guys. You've got to fight the guys that are the up and comers, the prospects and stuff like that. I know I'm going to fight loads of tough guys, but if I can get myself a slot, going into the top 20, top 15, and go towards that title shot, then obviously I'm going to take that. So this is obviously a bit of a faster route, I guess you could say, a bit of a tougher route. But like I say, I'm prepared for everything.
What dating shows were you on?
Take Me Out. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
It's just, yeah, it's one dating show. I mean, do you know what? They actually asked me to do something. It's like Hotel with Your Ex or something. I'm like, hell no. But yeah, it was. It's funny, they've actually, after that show, because it's probably so bad and I did so terrible on it, they decided to stop running it now. So, but yeah, obviously no more dating shows from anymore because I've got a girlfriend now. So, but clearly it must have got my name out there. Do you know what I mean? If I managed to get a girlfriend, so.
What was the premise of the show?
Basically there's like 30 girls. Oh mate, I swear I've got to find some sort of link for you lot to watch. But yeah, you basically come down what's called the love lift, and you're like me just shaking my ass in front of the cameras and stuff, and then you're basically like trying to sell yourself to these girls, and they've got buzzers, and if each round, if they don't like you, they turn off their light, and by the end of it, you're left with like a couple of girls, and then you choose the last two, and then the last one, obviously, if you get that far, and then you go off to what's called the Isle of Fernandez, which is basically Tenerife, and yeah, you go out there for like 2 days, you do the date, and then you come home. It's literally over within about 4 days. Yeah, but it's mad experience.
Did it do that well?
Huh?
Did it do that well?
Well, I mean, I got a date. I mean, we had a good time. I mean, what can I say? I've made some lifelong friends from that show. But yeah, I mean, the date didn't work out in terms of, you know, us as like sort of solidifying the future, but, you know, I guess it made me more confident. It, you know, put myself out there a little bit more, and you know, obviously it increased my notoriety. I mean, you know, now when I'm walking down the street, they're like, oh, that's that guy from Take Me Out. As much as it is, oh yeah, now this guy's a UFC fighter. Okay, yeah, but they probably don't do that.
And then looking at Jimmy, I think he has like 4 KOs, 4 submissions, couple decisions. Is there one specific spot he shines, or is it he just like
He's a very all-rounded fighter. You know, he's clearly, as shown by his fights, he's very good everywhere. He's good from stand-up, he's good in his jiu-jitsu, and he's good in his wrestling. But yeah, it's nothing that, you know, that I haven't seen before. I've trained with some very, very good guys, and, you know, guys that push me all the time. So I believe I've got areas that I'm actually better than him at, and that's where I'm going to go and try and expose him.
In the notes we get before, it says your hero is John Jones. Is that true?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Why's that?
Well, actually, a couple of years ago, I can't remember. I think I literally just turned 22. I was at 4-0 in my career, and I went out to Jackson Wink to train out there, and I'd always sort of looked up to him because he managed to do everything so young, and, you know, he's such a massive star, and, you know, he blew up like crazy. And then when I actually met him in person, and we created a bond. You know, we trained together. It was an absolutely amazing experience. I pretty much got to train with him every single day, and I just obviously liked his character even more. And you see the real side of him, you see his jokey side, you see his serious side when he's in training. And then a couple of years later, I saw him at the Body Power Expo in Birmingham, and, you know, he's just a real good guy. So I've always looked up to him because, you know, he's dominated the sport. So obviously, that for every fighter, you want to go out and replicate the same thing.